Hi.
Hello, welcome back. Episode 5 to the Leo Lens podcast. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Sakshi.
And today's special episode, we're only a few episodes in, but is Halloween.
And this is the episode that makes us celebrities, because it is our 5th episode.
Exactly. That'll make no sense to everyone else, but what happened was we were talking to people about starting the podcast, and they're like, you'll be famous 5 episodes in. Mm-hmm. So even regardless of anything else, that's been our goal so far, and we hit it. We're officially famous now.
High five.
No one can take that from us. No takesy backsies.
Wishing Wednesday, here we come.
Wednesday, wow. So it's Halloween. We had a few things to talk about. The big thing is I've been dying to share my costume story.
Go ahead, Nathan. It's all yours.
Thank you. So on Saturday or something, over the weekend, a friend texted me and was like, hey, party tonight. You're invited. Great. Anything I need to know? Oh, yeah, by the way, it's a Halloween costume party. This is like 8 hours before.
Right.
Ohio State does not have a costume shop on campus. Though that would be successful.
Isn't that so sad?
That'd be so successful.
That would be, imagine a thrift store, but for costumes.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
For those of you who aren't familiar with our college campus, we have our large quad outdoor area is called the Oval. Mm-hmm. And it's not unusual to have, pop-up shops on the Oval.
Yeah.
Run by college students. I think that would be a great idea for next year.
I think that's awesome.
Someone should do a pop-up, just like Party City, the costume bags on racks.
That would be really cool.
Yeah. But we don't have that.
Yeah.
So, some other friends that were going are like, hey, we're going to Party City tonight, or before tonight. Mm-hmm. Does anyone want anything? And I'm like, yes, but let's make this interesting.
Right.
You have a $50 budget. Surprise me. I'll show up to the party, I'll get there a little before you, and just bring me my costume. And that's what I'll wear for this past weekend and now for Halloween weekend itself. And later that night, they bring it to me. Mm-hmm. And they've all been so excited for this. You can see it behind you as we record. I will be a flaming hot Cheeto. It's like a little foam pullover thing with an Among Us style face cutout and sunglasses.
So on brand.
So on brand. And I'm hoping to duct tape little bags of Cheetos inside my costume.
Why inside?
Just so I don't have to carry it for the night.
I thought you would do it on the outside so that people can pluck a Cheeto.
No, I want the honor of being able to pull it out from inside of me and giving it to them.
That's smart.
So that's my Halloween costume. I'm excited. I love Halloween.
I love Halloween.
Yeah?
I think coming from abroad, I think a lot of the festivals here have been a little difficult to adjust with, or not adjust with, but for me, I'm vegetarian, right? So Thanksgiving, the whole turkey thing and the whole meat thing, it's okay, yeah, it makes sense, but I can't really involve myself with this. Or on Thanksgiving, family meets, whatever, my family lives abroad. But for Halloween, I can dress up. I'm very much a part of this, as you all are. So I think it's very exciting, very fun. And I love the idea that it doesn't grow old. You can be 25, 26, and you can still have fun with Halloween.
I think it's not just it doesn't grow old. There's different parts of Halloween for like you said, Thanksgiving, there's one Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
For Christmas, there's one Christmas you can do.
Yeah.
Halloween, you can do your trick-or-treating, you're at parties, you're doing a movie night at home, you're just with a couple of friends, you're with thousands of friends.
Yeah, Halloween is what you make of it.
Exactly.
It's amazing. You can do your nails Halloween themed, your makeup, and it's a week-long, month-long celebration, I feel.
For sure.
I remember, I think Target started selling their Halloween equipment in September.
Yeah.
The first week of September.
Yeah.
And it made me so happy.
That makes me happy. I love Halloween music. I have a Halloween playlist, so
I honestly don't know what Halloween music comprises of.
It's I have Monster Mash, a lot from Hocus Pocus, Superstition by Stevie Wonder, Love Potion #9, all of that different things. So I have a mix of old and new on that one, but I like Halloween music. Like you said, the costuming, the makeup is always fun.
And the decorations.
The decorations
Oh my
are fun.
God.
I want to live in a world which is decorated for Halloween all the year round.
That would be amazing.
That'd be amazing. Would it get depressing at a point? Maybe. But I would like to see that for myself.
I mean, hey, the normal world is also depressing.
Yeah, right?
So
So,
you
like-
might as well have like a depressed world with Halloween.
Might as well have like a little gothic horror in there. Well, and also like for Halloween you get all of that, and you also get like the fall weather that comes with it,
That's true.
which is a big if in Ohio.
Yes.
This year, great fall weather.
I disagree, but go on.
It's been a little chilly, but like
And it's been so moody. Like, what?
True, it
I
was-
love how we have a weather segment
every episode. There are friends, they deserve the weather update. But versus I think we may have already mentioned this, our freshman year, Halloween,
was
Snowing.
so cold. It was
snowing.
I know, we all wore our costumes and I remember we had plans to walk to parties and then it fucking started snowing.
See, that's what you had planned. Freshman year, so back to Halloween is what you make it. Freshman year, I did not make my Halloween plans.
Okay.
I had an exam
Ew.
from 8 to 10 p.m. Halloween night freshman year
Oh, it was a Friday, right?
for my computer science class.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, CSC 2111 for all the Ohio State students.
Such a CS thing to come up with. An exam on the day of a social thing.
Yeah, give it the week before, after, any other time.
Or
No.
do a Thursday.
Or
Why
Thursday.
Friday?
I think it was we had Monday, Wednesday, Friday lab or something. But yeah, so I got out of it 9:45 because those things take the entire time.
Yeah, they do.
Already in a bad mood. I'm not going out or anything.
Aw.
And it starts to snow.
And were you happy?
I was
Yeah, I know you were
a
happy.
little happy.
I knew it. I knew you were if I don't get to enjoy Halloween, nobody gets to enjoy Halloween. Fuck y'all.
I hope, just side note, Sakshi and all the listeners, I'll narrate for it. Our audio software, when we get too loud, it shows a red line for quote-unquote clipping, where we're making noises above where our microphone can record, and we just had a fat bar of red talking about that. No, I mean, isn't that kind of my personality? I mean,
It is.
for going
I
to
know
law
it is.
school,
I love how we also have a law school.
because law school is my only personality right now. They're talking about, who was this? One of the clubs or something I'm in, where it was talking with attorneys, was talking about how, actually this was my class. It was people in law school, over the pandemic, argued against pass no pass.
Yeah, I remember you were telling me about this.
Yes. And if I'm repeating these stories, I apologize. I fully cannot tell what stories I have told you in private and what stories I have told you on the podcast at this point. But there was talking about how students would argue against pass no pass
Yeah.
because they knew others would suffer because of the lockdowns,
Right.
and it would make them look better in comparison.
Oh,
Which, we're talking about Halloween, the scariest thing of all, human ambition.
that's
Yeah.
that's so self-obsessed.
Right?
Yeah.
Also, what quote? The scariest thing of all is human ambition.
I love
We'll
that.
make that the
I
quote of
love
the week.
that.
So yeah. So Halloween. Did you do Halloween as a kid?
I did. So the school I went to when I was 6, I think I went there 5 through 9. We had a group of friends who were from the US. All of us had whatever, all
Yeah.
of us, our parents had experienced the culture here, and then whatever, we moved back. So because of that, there was certain very enthusiastic parents in the group, and they were like, oh my god, let's have a Halloween party.
Was this viewed as oh, let's be like America and have a Halloween party, or was it just
It just came
More
naturally
Halloween.
to them because
Okay.
it just came naturally to the friend group and the parents because this is what they had witnessed. Like, this is what they did when they were in the US, when they lived here, even as adults.
Sure.
But in India, like, at that point at least, it wasn't the norm to have, like, Halloween parties.
Was it a normal holiday celebration?
It wasn't. Halloween didn't exist in India. I think it's with like media and all of that that like people were like, oh, we should do this. We should
Yeah.
have like costumes. But when I was 7 years old, there was nothing. It's like you either knew about it because you lived in the US and you wanted to do it, or you don't know about it at all. So we had a few Halloween parties. It was very fun. We had costumes, we had a lot of games because like over here everybody does trick or treating, right?
Yeah.
Like because it's such a norm, like you don't feel the extra pressure to like make a whole thing out of it. Not pressure, but because back home when like our friend group was sort of the only friend group doing it, like we had games, we had prizes, like it was a whole event, it was a whole
Yeah,
gala.
you have to put it all on yourself because there's not the community
Yeah.
doing it for you.
Yeah. So like they had like a treasure hunt, like you know how in India we live in like communities, like there's
Yeah, we talked
communities
about
of
that
houses.
before.
Yeah. So like everybody in their community, like in the host community, they all were in on it. They had treasure hunts. We had like teams looking for candy and stuff. It was like a whole thing.
That sounds fun.
It was very fun.
Did you have any memorable costumes from it?
I
Any that you remember?
I don't. I remember once, I think in one of the, like, this party was when I was a little bit older. I think I was 14. And I did this amazing job of making, like, blood stains using flour. Like, I make...
Okay.
This is a fun tip, I guess, for anybody listening. If you want to make your skin look like you have, like, wounds, you mix a little bit of, like, flour, like whole wheat flour or, like, whatever.
Yeah,
White
flour.
and mix it with water and make like this little paste, and then you add like either a red paint to it or like red food coloring, and then you spread it on your skin. Now
Okay.
because the way flour is, it'll stick to your skin, it won't come out, but also the way flour is, it looks like flesh. So if you paint it well enough, you could low-key make it look like, there's like a deep wound in your skin. So because I did such a good job on that,
Uh-huh.
and then I wore like a flower dress with it, so sort of giving like blood-stricken bride or whatever. I don't know
Sure,
what I was going for.
the generic haunted,
Yeah.
creepy girl.
I won the best costume.
Ooh.
So on brand. But yeah, that's the only outfit I remember from my Halloween parties in India. From photos that I've seen from
Yeah.
when I lived here as a kid. I remember, I think I was a lion once,
Okay.
a bumblebee.
Okay, I'm
I was
sensing an
a-
animal theme.
Yes, because it's easy as a kid to be an animal, and I'm a Leo, and my parents were
Yeah.
very on brand also.
Had to rep the Leo.
But yeah, that's what Halloween was for me.
Okay.
And then obviously when I grew up, like during COVID,
Yeah.
we all were back home, and I was like, let's do this. Like everybody in my building, we threw like our own Halloween party, and we all dressed up. I dressed up as like, like Breakfast at Tiffany's vibe, like,
Oh, that would be a
with
good
the
one.
pearls and the bun and the black dress. That was fun.
This is a bad time to say. As much as I know that film for being iconic, I've never seen
No, same.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I've
You've
literally
never
never
seen it?
seen it.
You just said you dressed up as a
Yeah,
character.
that's because I found the character elegant. I've never seen the movie.
A true... I've called you both a Leo and a New Yorker on this podcast, and you're keeping the streak going.
Hair flips.
And yet you didn't like Rodeo Drive.
Listen, Rodeo Drive is like, it's a very exclusive shopping experience. And not exclusive in the sense of like, oh, like, it excludes you, literally.
Yeah. No, it's not like exclusive, like, this is fancy. It's exclusive,
Yeah.
like, you should not be here.
You should not be here. Like, okay, I know that New York, and again, I say New York because the only places that I've been to are like with big shopping, whatever,
Yeah.
streets or whatever, is like LA and then New York.
Yeah.
Those are the places I've been to. I'm sure Miami has amazing shopping as well. I think, right? But I've been to these two. In New York, there are stores, yes, but then because there's like so many other places, it's like, oh, you have your fancy stores and then a stretch of normal stores, and then
Yeah.
fancy and normal. So it doesn't hit you so much.
And they're mixed. You
They're
get
mixed.
your McDonald's next
Yeah.
to a really fancy place.
Yeah, and then there's like traffic right next to the store. Like,
Yeah.
yes, Fifth Avenue is like glamorous and everything, but if like there's a taxi honking there, like whatever, you know.
Taxi honking, people just going to and
Yeah.
from their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Rodeo Drive, it's like the whole thing is blocked off.
Yes.
You need to park very far away from Rodeo. You walk to the place. There's only expensive stores
Yes.
there. Their salespeople are like so on guard.
They're
Like,
dressed to the nines, and I'm pretty sure they're carrying.
yeah, like if you even dare to look at something and if you don't dress the part, they'll be like, how dare you bat an eye there? Like, I don't mean to say this in a bad way, but this did happen to us. Like when
Yeah.
we went to Rodeo Drive, it was a bunch of like, we do look like kids, right? Like even
Yeah.
like we don't look like we're gonna buy like an LV or something. Like they know we've just come to like check the
Yeah.
place out.
We did not look like we're a celebrity. son.
Exactly. We didn't look like the Leo Lens podcast 10 years from now.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
10
two months from now.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they were literally walking behind us. Like they were making sure that we didn't stay in the store for too long or that we didn't like, you know, they have lines to enter the
Yeah.
stores, right?
Real quick, can you explain a recap? What is Rodeo Drive? What are we talking
Okay.
about?
For those of you who don't know what Rodeo Drive is, it's like this exclusive shopping spot in
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Right on Sunset.
Right
Boulevard.
on Sunset Boulevard, and it's not like a drive-through place. Like everything is brick. You have to park your car away
Yep.
very far from the place, and then you have to walk to Rodeo Drive, and it has this sort of villagey thing, like the way the
Yeah.
sidewalks and everything are carved, but then it's like a very very ultra luxury
Yeah.
shopping
We
experience.
say like luxury. It's not like Gucci. It's like Ferrari prototype
yeah,
type luxury
it's
stuff.
very 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 fancy. Like anybody you see there drives a sports car, a convertible sports car.
Except when my family went there over the summer. I forget what was that day. We were in LA for a week. That may have been the day we did like I think we did Hollywood that day, quote unquote. So we did like the Walk of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
That may have been the day She-Hulk was premiering at the El Capitan Theater across the street. So we got to see that red carpet.
Oh, wow.
So like we're in like walking around clothes.
Right.
And so we're in like walking around clothes. You know, rocking the Adam Sandler core
Yeah.
outfits. And they're like, oh yeah, let's go Rodeo Drive.
Yeah.
Does not fit in at
No,
all.
it's you feel so bad if you don't even dress the part.
Yeah.
And like the thing
I'm
thing
not-
with New York is all the stores on Fifth Avenue or whatever, yes, they are in department stores, but they have multiple floors. So
Yeah.
like you can sort of get lost in the crowd and you're fine, right? Like once you start browsing through stuff, you forget
Yeah, they're
that
big stores. These
Yeah.
are not big stores.
these are not big stores. Like yes, like width wise they are like big, right? Like you can sort of get lost in Rodeo Drive stores, but like they only have 2 floors.
Yeah.
So the salesperson can very much be like, oh, she's on the second floor. I can see her because we have like glass barricades, or
Yeah.
she's on the first floor. There's no in between. So Rodeo Drive is exclusive because of that, and then also because it's like so isolated as a corner. The only reason people are there is to shop.
Yeah, it's the only thing in that area.
Like this is not a place you like, you know, in Fifth Avenue, like you can walk around, take some
Yeah.
cute photos, eat at Tiffany's cafe, whatever, you can leave.
Yeah.
At Rodeo Drive, if you've like except kids like us, if you've gone there, you know you're spending the big bucks.
Yeah.
And then people will walk out of these stores with like, you know how in Sex and the City, I don't know if you watch Sex and the City.
I do not.
But in Sex and the City, they show like the characters coming out with like 10 bags
Yes,
of brands, and then
exactly.
the guys will be like the salespeople will be walking
Yes.
behind them with bags. That's literally Rodeo Drive.
I no joke saw someone leave and they had like the guy like ushering. Ushers are carrying the bags, and it was like no joke, long blonde hair girl, all at like nice athleisure,
Yeah.
holding a little white dog in her arms.
I'm rolling my eyes
Yeah.
right now. But that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
what makes Rodeo Drive different from Fifth Ave is that Fifth Ave is like in the middle of the city. So you can come out of the store, go in, but you're like, okay, like I can still
Yeah.
walk around. Rodeo Drive, while experiencing it, you might as well be on another planet. Like once you're in there, you won't be like, oh, I'm in LA, unless
Yeah.
you see like the LA people dressed up in those
Yeah.
stores. Why were we talking about this?
Because it's Halloween and they're all masking who they really are. I have no clue. But, so I think we started off with your Halloween.
My
We'll talk about
Halloween.
my Halloween now. Because it's
Yeah.
all about me. I did, obviously... just gonna steal it like that.
I'm genuinely wondering why I like spend so much time.
We really went down the
elaborating.
rodeo.
But I don't know why.
I think I mentioned it, and then we both just had to like go down the rodeo drive rabbit hole of
Yeah.
explaining it. But back to Halloween.
Breakfast at Tiffany's. That's
Yes,
what
there
we
we
were
go.
talking about. Okay, go ahead.
I obviously had normal Halloween. Always did trick or treating. Though here we do Beggar's Night. At least the town I was in, which is like trick or treating. It's a separate night, and I to this day do not understand because like Halloween would fall on a Friday.
Right.
Have them trick or treat from like 5 to 8 on Halloween.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we'll do it on Thursday.
That just takes away from the spirit.
Right? It's like, so it's not on the day it could have been. Like, I get if Halloween was like a Monday or like a Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
But like
It's
it would be like a Saturday. And then like Beggar's Night is Wednesday. It's like, why?
Do they call it Beggar's Night?
Yeah, because you would like go around like beg for candy.
That's sad.
Right?
Like the name is sad.
Yeah.
Right?
It didn't even call it like Trick or Treat Night. It was
Yeah.
Beggar's Night.
You could have called it like Charlie's Children. You know, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and like his kids are interested in chocolate. I don't know.
Yeah, anything else would be better.
Yeah.
We did have that, but other than that, fairly... And sometimes it is on Halloween, and people would do it on Halloween anyways, but I would do all that. I remember I did a Dracula costume once.
Ooh.
I, like, vividly remember that one. That's what started me liking Gothic.
Okay.
Everything, I think. I'll attribute it to that, but otherwise I don't remember too many. I think I did a Transformers once.
Ooh.
I was like Optimus Prime. I have never seen a Transformer movie.
And you still did the costume?
Yeah. We're both guilty of it, huh?
On brand, like I
On
said.
brand. I'm trying to think. I did one where it was a American Revolution soldier.
Wow.
Because I had like a little like toy flintlock from
Okay.
Mackinac Island.
Okay.
And my grandma
Grandma.
has a doctorate in history. Or, it's not a doctorate, a degree in history.
That's so cool.
Yeah. She has a doctorate in law, not history, but...
I guess the genes are just running the family.
Very much so. But, so she made me, like, an actual, like, overcoat.
That's
that they
so
would
cool.
wear. First, shrinked down to 4'5".
Right.
Me. But that was super cool. I don't even remember. I've done pumpkin heads a few times.
Like you wear a pumpkin.
Like, yeah, like a mask or a face paint. I think I mentioned the face paint one
Okay,
last
I
episode.
thought some people like actually carved a pumpkin and then wore it. on
People
their-
do.
I could never do that. I feel like it's too heavy.
That's a popular, like, I've seen that around a lot for Halloween/fall photo shoots.
Oh yeah.
The past few years, people do, like, a smoke bomb, and you
Yeah.
have your pumpkin head.
Very marshmallow vibes, if I'm
Very
being
marshmallow
honest.
vibes.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool.
I think it's corny.
I was supposed to go and have that done as a photo shoot, and then I just forgot.
I'm glad you forgot.
Why? I think it would have looked cool. But I was also informed, like, after I was talking about this, a lot of people do, like, you can buy, like, foam pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
And they do that instead,
Ah.
which would be a lot less messy.
That's true. And like lighter, because it's foam, obviously.
Yeah. Really better idea all around. I would not have done that. I would have just done actual scoop out the pumpkins.
Yeah.
Side note. Not even a side note. We're just going down this rabbit hole now. Do you carve pumpkins?
I don't.
Have you?
I've not.
Ever?
Never.
Okay, we have to do that this weekend. But
Yes.
on that note, please, if you get nothing else from this podcast, this line is what I want to bestow upon you. Save your pumpkin seeds and cook them.
I've heard about that.
They are so good. My family, every year, one of my favorite traditions I say cook, it's like bake is more. Like you would just...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you would just...
Do you mean toast?
Well, so...
Like in a pan, like
yeah.
toast them?
So we take like a cookie sheet,
Okay.
one layer deep, the entire sheet. We would do like 2 or 3 typically.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would put whatever seasoning you want on.
Okay.
So we would do Red Robin seasoned salt because it was
Oh.
so good and we're Midwestern.
Okay.
And you do that and then just like put it in the oven for like, I don't know, my parents did that part. And then afterwards you can eat them all October. And they're so good. I love pumpkin seeds.
That's tasty. That sounds tasty.
They're good. Don't get the ones from the store.
Okay.
You can buy like the bag, the like commercial from Target. They're bad.
Okay.
They don't have that je ne sais quoi.
Do you care to define what that is?
I don't know.
That's fair.
I know it means.
I
Like,
feel like we
vaguely,
understood it from the pronunciation a little bit, so it's
like
fine.
French, like that special something.
That
I
sparkle.
Think. Yeah. Don't
Essence.
fact check me.
That's fine. So we have given our listeners 2 tips. First is the flour, using it to
Yeah.
make wounds.
We're giving you all the Halloween tips.
Exactly. And the second one is toasting your pumpkin seeds. That's
Yes.
amazing.
So, moving on, Halloween though. Another big tradition, not just pumpkin seeds, not costumes. Movies.
I'm laughing. Nathan knows I'm laughing.
Yes, I do. Would you like to explain why you're laughing?
I guess now I have to.
Yeah, you
This
mentioned it.
It's embarrassing, but it's also funny.
It's relatable, which is what we go for here.
Is it relatable?
Oh, you tell us.
Okay, so I just watched my first horror film day before yesterday.
What did you watch?
And I'm 21, by the way. I've never watched a horror film in my life.
What did you watch?
The Conjuring, the second part.
That's a good one to start with.
It was
It's pretty
fine.
good.
I kept distracting myself with my phone because I was like, I don't want to have nightmares. So I was like, yeah, I listened to it for the heck of being like, oh, I watched the movie, but I actually didn't watch it through and through.
I'll have to give you a list of good ones.
I won't watch them.
No, I'll make sure you watch them. I don't get scared. I don't get nightmares about them. I get fight or flight.
That's fair.
I get like I cannot. I'm the opposite. I can't go to sleep after horror movies because I'm like tensed up and like ready to run a marathon after watching them.
Right.
It doesn't help the horror movies I like. If you follow me, you have probably seen me post about it before. Creep. There's Creep 1 and Creep 2.
Mm-hmm.
Psychological horror.
Ooh.
Which I don't like the jump scares. I don't like gore. I don't like I like, but I don't prefer Chucky. I don't prefer Halloween. I don't prefer any of that.
I don't prefer the dolls. I don't like them.
I don't like dolls. I like the human psychological, and also just like ghosts. Ghosts
Right.
are fun.
Right.
I will say, so I'm a senior in college. We're both seniors in college. If this is your first episode,
Which shouldn't be, but I guess if it is, it is.
if it is, go back, follow us on everything, leave us a good review if you like it. If you don't, remember, where anything goes with Emma Chamberlain, make sure to leave your review there. Stole that straight from like every flight attendant spiel ever.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
we're
man.
seniors in college, but my high school friend group, I'm still close with.
Mm-hmm.
We had all met in theater at the time, and I don't even know why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure one of them is going to watch this episode, and they're going to text me tomorrow and be like, Nathan,
How dare you?
how dare you forget? But I think it may have been Halloween time,
Okay.
vaguely.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we closed a show,
Mm-hmm.
tore it all down, and we're like, hey, let's go over so-and-so's house for a movie tonight.
Right.
And it's like just us.
Mm-hmm.
And we all went and watched, what's the movie where they can't talk?
I don't know.
Whatever horror movie that is, leave a comment. There's one where like they can't talk or like the aliens will kill them. So they have to like be really quiet. I didn't like it that much. But like that like solidified that specific group
Right.
as a thing because we're like, oh yeah, we all like horror Halloween movies. Let's like do this again.
Yeah.
And now that's been a running thing.
Oh, that's so cute.
I also forget how the name came about. I think it may have been me.
Of course. If you don't remember, it may have been you.
It may have been me. No, because I've asked before, and I'm pretty sure they yelled at me also for being like, Nathan, this was your dumb idea. But it's called the Spooky Movie Bunch.
That sounds pretty funny.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
But we watch spooky movies. Ha ha ha! So creative.
That's hilarious.
But would watch.
Go ahead.
It is hilarious. But would watch Halloween movies.
Yeah. I'm trying to whisper it's not in like a freaky voice, but
it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're not funny. Sorry.
I think we just reflect the people we're talking to, so I guess you're just not funny either.
Yeah. If you ask anyone, this would not be news to them.
I know.
But yeah, Halloween movies, I love them. Have you seen, like, non-horror Halloween? Like Hocus Pocus?
No.
Well, you would have seen Hocus Pocus too if you came.
Who gives an invitation an hour before a movie night? Like, who does that? On a Friday night, that too. Like, if it was
You
like
didn't have anything.
I literally did. I was out having dinner. Like, I was not going to make it in time. But irrespective, I don't watch horror movies because I just don't want to introduce that whole vibe into my life.
You're like, I don't need this energy.
Yeah, I don't.
Be gone, demons.
Yeah.
Literally.
Because it's like, yes, like you may be very confident about your beliefs and stuff, but when you sleep alone at night, and you see in Ohio, there's like a park next to where we live. Imagine watching a horror movie and then going to sleep at night facing up an empty park.
We have talked about this, I think, on the podcast before. My biggest fear is, like, not even a horror movie related. But, like, if I open my window, there's a big window behind me when we record. If I open this up at night, like 3 a.m., I get up for water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, let's look outside. I open it up, and someone's, like, standing under a lamppost looking at me.
Wait, is there a lamppost visible from your window?
Yeah. Oh, it's super annoying here.
I look-y want to see it.
I'll show you after the podcast. But
okay.
Yeah, no, there's an annoying... It's really nice because it's a bright orange, like, street light that is on all night. It's not motion. It's not certain hours.
It's just on.
It's just on.
Like our sass.
Right outside my window. But, yeah, if I ever looked out, that would be gone. Which is ironic, given, again, I like psychological horror, so, like, that's what you would expect.
Yeah.
You haven't seen Midsummer then, either.
Okay, this is the thing. So I'm in a theater class, and we were discussing Midsummer last class.
Is it so good?
Is it... Okay, I haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot about it. Is it horror, or is it just dark?
Define horror.
Like, is it like... It's meant to be like ghosts and like horror stuff? Or is it like a dark movie where it's like it gets into the psychological part, but it's not like outwardly like, hey, we have external beings who are trying to threaten you? You get what I'm saying?
I think it's definitely horror. I don't know why I asked.
Okay.
It gets dark.
Okay.
I think it's rated R. It definitely should be if it's not.
Okay.
It has to be rated R. And it deserves that title.
Right.
But it's not... I think what makes it so popular is because it is jump scary, obviously. Every horror anything has it, but it's not like slapstick.
That makes sense.
If that's a good description.
That does make sense.
Jump scares.
Yeah.
It's genuinely like you feel like you're in that situation. It's really good.
Like it leads you to it.
Yes.
It's not like, I'm eating food and bam, somebody comes and like grabs you from below the table.
The way we can describe it for Gen Z and Gen Alpha, if you're listening to this Gen Alpha, get off your iPad.
What's Gen Alpha?
Like the younger generation younger than us.
Oh.
Technically, they're like only 3, but if you say Gen Alpha online, it means like those kids that are old, like they don't have a parent, they only have an iPad, and they have like the Cheeto fingers.
Ew.
Right. But yeah, it's not like FNAF horror, if it's a good way. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Okay, never seen, never heard.
You've never heard of it?
No.
It was started as an app.
Okay.
Oh, it's old now. It must have been like 2014. The general premise is like, you're a security guard at Freddy's Pizzeria, like Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay.
You know what Chuck E. Cheese is, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're like a overnight guard there.
Yeah.
And then like the animatronics come to life and try to get you, but if you shine your light at them, they'll go away. But
interesting.
The core component of that is eventually your flashlight will run out of power at some point, and then jump scare, game over.
Okay.
It's not like that. It's really well made.
Okay.
It's Florence Pugh, our Marvel queen.
Wait, she's a Marvel
Yeah,
queen.
she's I'm trying how to say this without spoiling it. She's in the MCU now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for
She's
her.
associated with if you saw the Black Widow movie,
I did
that's
not.
everything you would need to know for it. Go watch it.
Even if I have, I don't remember. That's the thing with me. I watch movies. The movies I watch in theaters, I somehow cannot remember them. Like I watched all the Marvel, DC movies, everything.
Yeah.
But if you ask me anything, I'll just be
To
like,
be fair,
huh?
they blend together. It's like, oh yeah, it's the one with the really good looking actors.
Yeah.
Boom, pow.
Yeah.
Bang. Yeah, okay, wow.
So it's like for like popular opinion or whatever, I've like watched it.
Yeah.
But like if you ask me the content, I'll be like, yeah, wasn't it the one where he had like gemstones on his knuckles or something? You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it boils down to such basics for me. But yeah, I don't remember very clearly the films I watched.
Fair. So I take it. Speaking of Marvel, speaking of horror movies, Marvel has in the MCU. They released it this year, Werewolf by Night,
Okay.
and it's their own. They called it like a special presentation.
Okay.
It's like an hour. It's not a series. It's not a movie. It's like an hour long, and it's like black and white, like monster hunters.
Wow.
It's very good. It's probably the only good modern black and white horror,
Okay.
which isn't a high bar to cross because I can't think of other modern black and white horror.
Right.
But it's done well. It's at least done traditional to, like, if you've seen, like, the old, like, Frankenstein, Dracula, all that.
Nope.
I'm gonna make a list of movies you need to watch.
I feel like there's gonna be a rolodex of like just endless movies that I
I
have
just
to
keep
watch.
telling stories of movies, and you're like, yeah, that movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so have you seen Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Yes.
When he's running around the reflection pond in DC, and then he talks with Sam, and Sam gives him an idea of things to write down to catch up on, because he's been frozen in the ice for 40 years. I'm gonna get that booklet for you.
Okay.
And just movies you have to watch.
That's funny.
But yeah, Halloween, it's great. Sakshi's laughing because I'm saying it's great while like leaning over comically to try to read my notes on what to talk about today.
I love the Halloween decorations at Target. Like,
Yes.
oh, did you see like the what is it called? The
Wreath.
wreath. I knew it. Have you seen with like the orange and the black things, and then they have skulls on it? It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And a part of me, okay, I don't want to decorate my house this year because like I'm living with a bunch of people and I don't know what their
Yeah.
opinions are.
I'm not doing a lot of decorating.
Yeah. But I am so tempted to buy Halloween decorations this year for next year. Like, Target's Halloween stuff this year is awesome.
Oh, it's always good. It's all proprietary. It's their hide and eek collection,
Okay.
which I love.
I love it. Should I buy something?
Yes, it's like cheap, but like you said, it looks good and it's fairly cheap. But
Yeah.
it's fairly high quality.
It's beautiful.
Like you can't like stomp on it.
Yeah.
It's like if you have kids, maybe it's not the best idea because they'll mess with it.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I really like. I have that the doorbell where like you hit the doorbell and then like the eye awakens
Right.
and it just looks cool. Which I have to say, it reminds me of my favorite video game is Team Fortress 2.
I knew that.
Yeah, did you know that?
I did know
Okay. Favorite game by far. It's the one I typically play.
that. Okay.
The reason I bring this up is in October, this is an old game. It came out in 2007. Still super active fan base. They have an annual Scream Fortress 2 event.
Okay.
And the entire game is Halloween themed. There's Halloween maps. You collect soul gargoyles to get contracts.
That's so
to
cool.
get like special cosmetics.
Right.
And then like Fortnite trash. You don't have to
Yeah.
like pay for it. You have to earn it.
Right.
But it's like the music is amazing. The maps are gorgeous. I'll show you pictures afterwards. If you're in the audience, I implore you. Look up Scream Fortress 2. Gorgeous.
Wow.
And the hide and eek stuff really reminds me of that aesthetic, which is like perfect, like Dracula, Transylvania, Halloween, classic type of deal.
I'm getting so excited thinking of this aesthetic. Like, I low-key,
Right?
now I get the thing about, like, living that aesthetic
Yes!
the whole year.
Like, and I'm blue-eyed and also
A reptile. I'm kidding.
a whiner. So the sunlight hurts, right? Like, just because blue eyes are more sensitive, like, every
Yes.
time I go outside, I, like, cover my eyes and wince.
He walks like he's playing hide and seek, but forever.
Yes. So, like, in theory, like, I know, like, sad would probably get me eventually, but I want to be, like, nice, like, overcast, 60 degrees, like, maybe lows in the 50s, highs in the 60s.
Yeah.
Halloween day, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Or, alternatively, one of the greatest Halloween movies of all time, I know you're about to say you haven't seen it, Halloween Town.
I have not seen.
This feels like we're on the Murray Show, and I'm just gonna, like, get letters. It's like, and in the case of Halloween Town, Sakshi has not seen it.
I don't even know what that show is.
You know,
I'm still laughing. This is crazy. I
Oh.
feel like the show is basically just you, which is fine.
but yeah, that's fine. It just, this entire show has been me
Nathan,
being
look-
fun and relatable, and you're being like, I have never seen Halloween anything in my life.
And you look at me so expectantly, like you're explaining everything, and you're like, you know, in that movie, and I'll be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But go ahead.
I need to give you, I don't even know what Crash Horse is. If you're seeing this somewhere that has comments, or if you're on Instagram, go comment on every single thing of ours, Halloween movie, horror movie recommendations, and we'll force Sakshi to watch them.
That's a good idea. For every comment that I get, I will watch that Halloween movie.
Watch it, you have to give a review.
I have to give it a review?
Yeah.
Oh shit. I was just gonna say, oh, I'll watch it and then
No,
I'll
just
watch
like a comment back and be like, 5 out of 10.
That's fair. Okay.
5 out of 10, I don't like horror movies. Why
And
did I agree to this?
whoever's commented movie I like the most, we won't tell you.
We're just gonna give you a shout or something.
Yeah, we're gonna do something.
Our production budget is 0 at the moment,
Yeah,
but we're growing. We're growing fast.
we really are.
Yeah. I don't know if I've showed you the analytics this week yet. Oh, I actually do need to. It's pretty... I was about to use a math term, and I remembered I'm a business major. We're on the up and up, baby!
Not big road, little road. We're on the up and up.
So, okay. Have you heard of any other good... We'll finish this out. Last segment. We're coming to time. What is the best Halloween costume you've heard of from other people this year? If you've heard of anyone else's costumes.
Let me think.
I know what mine is, if you want me to go first.
Yeah, go ahead. I know you wanted to. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's... Of course I did. There is... I know this girl, and she's like... This is her holiday. Loves it. It's not the one you're thinking of.
I know.
But she's doing 3 costumes.
No way.
Yes. I think it's just a matter of, like, Friday parties, Saturday parties, Sunday parties.
What a diva.
Right? But as a business major, she's not a business major.
Okay.
As a business major, I thought it was funny. She's going as Patrick Bateman
Okay.
from American Psycho. Like, the pinstripe suit,
I don't know who this is.
the
but-
clear rain. Oh, why?
I love how excited you are to talk, and I know I've said this before, but it's so sad, but it's also so funny at the same time because you have so many expectations, and I'm just like, yeah, how about no, Nathan?
Okay, well, add American Psycho to the list, but like, do
I've
the
heard
Psycho.
of it. I've heard
do
of
the
it.
Psycho.
I've heard of
Shocker.
him also. I
yeah.
I don't know the costume. Like I can't imagine it.
Suit, and then he has like a clear poncho
Okay.
on him, so he didn't get the blood on his suit.
Ooh.
So she's gonna do that, and then she'll have the fake blood
Okay.
on her costume.
Okay.
And I think that will be funny, especially because it's gender bent costuming, which is always fun.
Yeah. That's fun. That sounds fun. That sounds very classy also. Wearing a suit, like I like that.
Right, and like I didn't ask if it was like a costume suit or not. But yeah, any good Halloween costumes or any good Halloween suggestions for this weekend?
No. I think a suggestion would be, so I know someone who's doing like a very cute costume. She listens to this podcast.
Okay.
She's
Go hype
dressing
her
up.
up.
Yeah, she's my friend. She's dressing up as a Care Bear.
Aww.
That's so cute. And I just feel like this year, just like look for things you have in your closet. Like, okay, this is a fun question
In
for you.
2022, we're being cheap.
No, we're being sustainable. We're being sustainable. Nathan, we're being sustainable.
Yes, we are.
But
Down with Sheen.
what do you think is like the highest somebody should spend on a Halloween costume?
As a as a college student, $50.
Okay, same.
I think if they're a kid and the parents have the ability to spoil them, I think that's a good thing to spoil them on. If you're an adult, I'm throwing the best Halloween parties. And
I'm so excited.
I will like send everyone who's going like a check for $1,000 and like you better come dressed to the nines. I want Zendaya.
Halloween party at the White House. Hey yo.
Vote for me. This goes so long today, but hey, it's a Halloween special. It's what you get.
Yeah.
I want, if you're an adult going to a Halloween party, the standard is, or a weekly reference to the Met Gala, Zendaya at the Met.
Yeah.
When she was Cinderella.
Ooh.
And like took off her dress and like a blue LED bippity boppity boo dress came out. That's the standard for adult costuming for Halloween.
Love that. You know, I just thought of a costume I don't like.
Okay.
It's the bride and groom costume. I think it's so corny.
Couples costumes they're not always corny, but they're very tough to pull off.
They're very tough to pull off, but like the bride and groom thing is like a little too much. Like bestie.
Especially if you're not
married.
Bride and groom, yeah.
Exactly. Like I get that you're dating, but like you could do like cute couple outfits. Like you know, like princess and like a prince or something.
Yeah.
But
that'd
like
be cute.
yeah, but like I think bride and groom is just like it's almost like you're wearing a future thing now. Like it just removes the whole fun from like wearing a bridal thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's you know how they say like
unless you do haunted. Haunted could possibly be cool.
I guess.
But you don't see that.
Yeah, like you know like they like there'll be a dad, he'll be like telling his daughter, oh no dating till like 2028 or whatever, and then people in the comments will be like, oh my god, you're crazy for like romanticizing your daughter's like you know like thinking of that whole thing. What you get what I'm saying, right? I think the same thing applies to like bride and groom costumes. Like
okay,
that's what I think at least. It's like stop, like
this is too much.
Yeah, like please, like stop it. You know, like this is not funny. This is almost like you wanting to be bride and groom, but you can't be. You get what I'm saying?
Hot take of my episode, and I can tell the more comfortable we get recording, the more hot takes I'm going to be giving.
Love that.
But it's always the girl who suggests the bride and groom costume, isn't it?
Obviously.
It's always like the hair tucked behind the ears, the Debbie Ryan Radio Rebel, like, you know, babe, like, we go as like a bride and groom, and then it's like, oh, babe, you look so good in your suit, like, ha ha ha, this would be so fun for real, ha ha ha.
Oh my god. And okay.
It's a beg for mercy.
No, literally, and I think this is another hot take. But I think it's true. I think it's always a girl who asks for couple costumes in the first place. Doesn't matter what the costume is. I don't think any boyfriend has ever been like, oh babe, let's do this. Like he'll think of a costume and then the girl will like ogle her way into, oh, if you're being like Mr. Incredible, like should I be Miss Incredible? Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The girls have to put in the effort for the couple costumes. The girls have to ogle their way in to couple costumes.
And this very much may be in large part due to our age demographic. Mm-hmm. College students. The guys will do like Halloween costume check, and it's like a Lakers jersey.
Yeah.
And they're like, did Kobe Bryant play in the Lakers? I don't know. I think that's NBA. I really don't know. But it's like, and that's their guys' costumes. And
he did. I know more about this than you do.
Okay. But like, guys will just go like, oh yeah, I'm Joey Votto on the Reds. It's just them wearing the Reds jersey.
Yeah.
Versus like all the girls I know, girls and LGBT plus people always go way into it for
Yeah.
Halloween.
They're
Way more fun.
invested.
Yeah. They're the 3 costumes, they're the homemade costumes.
They're the
but like,
divas. They're like,
yeah.
they're like, our social calendars are filled up. Please do not contact me during Halloween weekend. You will not get a call back. Bye.
Right. They're like, you contact them October 1st. Hey, putting together a little, Halloween get together. Would love for you to come stop by. They're like, booked already. Try next year.
Yeah, no, literally. I think it's good to be invested.
For sure.
But I think it's also good to not be invested. It depends on what you like. I think being low-key makes it more fun because there's less pressure. I think when you go in with like, I think when you've invested yourself in a costume, you expect others to react to it a lot, and then if they don't react, it breaks your heart.
Yeah.
If you do it for yourself, it's fine.
It's the birthday effect.
Yes.
Where it's like, birthdays are so hard because no amount of happy birthdays will be enough.
They won't be.
And the day can never be perfect enough.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a trap you could fall into if you put too much dedication into your Halloween costume.
Yeah.
No amount of, oh my, OMG, I love your costume can be enough.
Mm-hmm.
No amount of Halloween parties that weekend and pictures taken will be enough.
Mm-hmm.
It just won't.
It just
But
won't.
you just rock yourself. Again, there's extremes here.
Yeah.
You go more than the NBA jersey and less than
Be as
birthday stuff.
like be as invested as you want. Go 100%. Just don't do it because you want people to compliment you all night. Because everybody cares about their own outfit as much as you do about yours.
I cannot remember anyone else's costumes from the past ever.
But that's also us. Like maybe normal people, maybe non-Leos do actually care about other people. I'm kidding, guys. We care about people. We care about you. This is the parasocial.
Sakshi's struggling, trying to be like, this is the parasocial relationship, I think?
Yeah, that's your line.
Yeah. You're trying to steal it, and it didn't work.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
But that's fine. But like, okay, to close on our episode today, some fun tips for Halloween
Yes.
weekend.
Recap our tips, Sakshi.
Flour always helps with like showing wounds.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that, because I've only heard of silicone
Yeah.
before.
So flour, dried glue really helps with the whole peeling effect of your skin. So like
Okay.
mix some glue with red paint and then put it on your skin and then slowly peel it off, like to show like dry skin or whatever, like
Sure,
peeling
cracked.
skin, cracked skin. Then what did you say? Toasted nuts. Don't throw your
Yes.
pumpkin, not
the
nuts.
pumpkin seeds.
Yeah, don't throw your pumpkin
So
seeds
good.
away. Very tasty. Thrift
Thrift.
your costumes. Go to like a thrift store, look in like your closets. Like I feel like for smaller accessories, like you go on Amazon or something, they'll be like $20. But then you go into your closet and you'll find something from like your last year's outfit, which
Yeah.
can be repeated. Do that. Be comfortable. I don't know about you, but like I think our weekend's gonna be cold, right, for Halloween.
I have no clue. Probably will be.
So like be comfortable, like rock your outfit, but don't be shivering the whole night. Try it and find ways to keep yourself warm. Wear fleece inside or something. What else? What else? What else?
Listen to the Leo Lens podcast because we make you feel warm and happy inside.
Aww.
Aww.
Stay safe, you guys.
Stay safe. Happy Halloween. This has been the Leo Lens podcast. Happy Halloween.
Bye.